Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my eBay haul for Saturday, February 3rd. This is from the Fancy Schmancy Church Rummage sale up in Short Hills, New Jersey. You know, the one that has the had the wine and treasure hunting preview night the night before. We had to pay an arm and a leg to get in if you were a parishioner or a guest of a parishioner. So obviously I did not go to that. But I did go, you know, to the main sale on Saturday. It was different. Not inside. The waiting outside part was different, and I'll get to that in a second. First, I just want to ask you guys, since I know a lot of you do YouTube videos and stuff, my husband for Christmas got me a brand new computer, which I know I desperately needed. But I don't like change. I really don't. I get used to something and then I'm good with that pretty much forever. So of course this one has Windows 10 on it. I haven't even used it that much yet because I'm trying to get all the old videos that I haven't uploaded from last year off my old computer and get stuff kind of straightened out there before I move to the other one. But I was checking it out and realized that, of course, Windows 10 does not have Windows Live Movie Maker, which is the program I use to upload my videos and edit them and all that stuff. Which I was bummed about because it's a very simple program and I'm not a very technical person, so it was pretty easy for me to understand. So if anybody knows if there is a comparable program to that I can get on Windows 10, please let me know in the comment section below. I don't want anything with like tons of bells and whistles because I won't be able to figure it out. So if anyone knows anything that they like that's easy, please let me know. Okay, so onto the rummage sale. I was driving up there and right before I got there, I get off the main road and I start driving up these back roads and up these hills, and there's these, you know, big fancy old houses, and you know, it's really pretty back there. And then my GPS tells me, like, you know, in 0.2 miles, make a right on the Crescent. I'm like, seriously? There's a street called the Crescent? I mean, could it sound more pretentious? My God. So I did that, and then I think I had to make one more turn, and then I was at the church. So it's a big, nice big old stone church, beautiful, and there happened to be a really big parking lot right across the street from it, which was great. So I parked over there, and I had a front row view of the front door of the church and, you know, how many people were standing there and waiting in line. I got there around 5 minutes to 8, and there were already probably 8 to 10 people standing out in front. And it was cold that morning. It was, I think, in the 20s, the low 20s, and felt like it was like close to 0. But I decided, okay, there's people waiting there already. I might as well get out of the car and, you know, make the sacrifice and stand in line. I had my hood and my earmuffs and my hand warmers and gloves and the whole shebang. So I went up there and sorry about my voice, guys. It's early in the morning here. My voice is not woken up yet. So I go up to stand in line, and as I'm walking past the first few people, this woman turns around, looks at me, and goes, "We have unofficial numbers down there." And there's 2 steps to get up to the front door of the church, and on the top step was a post-it notepad that had a number written on each page of it. So I took a number. I was 26. She goes, "You know, we figured we'd do that because there's a lot of people who want to go back and wait in their cars and stuff." I'm like, okay. So I decided I'm not going to go back and wait in the car. I'm just going to stand in line with the rest of these people. So I got my book out and I start reading, and about 5 minutes later, out comes this guy. And he's got a huge roll of green tickets in his hand, you know, like raffle tickets. So he looks at all of us and he's like, "Here's the deal." He goes, "I'm going to start handing out numbers. And he goes, and as soon as I give you a number, you're going to go back and you're going to get in your car. And you're not going to leave your car until 5 minutes to 9. And then you can start lining back up again in the order that I handed out these numbers. And he goes, when we open the doors, you will, be able to come in with your ticket by whatever number you are. And, that's the way it's going to go. He goes, I don't care if you sit in your car, if you go to Dunkin' Donuts, if you go somewhere to go to the bathroom, I don't care. Just don't be standing out here. I'm like, wow, aren't you Mr. Sunshine? So he's standing on the top step, and the first couple of people went up the 2 steps toward him so they could get a ticket. And this guy starts screaming at them like they're animals. And he's like, get down, get off, back up, get off those steps right now. He goes, if you come near me again, he's like, I'm going to go back inside and nobody's getting a number. I'm like, oh my God. Chill out. So everybody backed up. Meantime, I'm just standing where I was standing, looking at him like he's a crazy person. And he handed out all the numbers. So I ended up getting number 20. Oh, this was after this woman tried to explain to him that we all had unofficial numbers. And he looked at her and he's like, I don't care about your stupid unofficial numbers. And he looked down at the post-it pad that was on the step and he kicked it off the steps. And he's like, what is this garbage? I'm like, holy cow. So he gave us our numbers. I gladly went back and sat in the car. Number 1, because it was warmer, and number 2, just to get away from him. And read my book, and as I'm sitting in there for 45 minutes, I'm seeing all these people come up, and every couple minutes he would pop out of the door and hand people numbers and go back into the church. So, time comes, and we all start lining up, and I had remembered, taken note of who I was in back of. So I walked up to her and I said, you're 19, right? She goes, oh yeah. I said, okay, I'm behind you. So now there's probably 100 people in line. I think they got to 103 before they stopped handing out numbers. And the guy walks out and he goes, we're going to open the door in 2 minutes. He goes, and we're going to start calling numbers. He goes, when and only when we call your number, you can, that's the only time you can come up the stairs. He goes, then you hand your number to so-and-so, this other guy standing there, and then we will let you in. Then he told us, where everything was. He's like, the left room is housewares and toys and clothes, and the hallway is bikes and art, and the boutique room's at the end of that hallway, and to the left of that is sporting goods. He's like, we don't have anything on the 2nd floor. Do we understand each other? Everybody's like, yeah, okay. So he's like, and nobody better rush the doors. He goes, this is not Black Friday at Walmart, people. He goes, this is a church. And he's like, if you rush the doors, he goes, I'm going to go back inside, close the door, and nobody's coming in. I'm like, okay. And then he goes, because we have the police here. And they did. They actually did have a cop there who was directing traffic. And he was like the crossing guard, letting us all across the street from the parking lot and stuff. He was there the entire time. Like, okay. And so then he said, the rummage sale goes from 9 to 1. He goes, that means at 1 o'clock, or he goes, that means at 1 o'clock you should not still be shopping and getting ready to leave. That means at 1 o'clock you get out. He goes, because all these people here are volunteering their time, and the last thing that they want to do is spend the rest of their day here, dealing with you people. Like, oh my God. I've never seen such a rude individual in my entire life. And, the only way to describe him is, he's just a total D-bag. Short and sweet. He just was. So, after I kind of got over the shock of him yelling at all of us like we were pond scum, he finally started letting people in. I did really want, as I walked past him, I was really tempted to, kind of lift my knee very quickly and hit him somewhere accidentally as I walked into the building, but I refrained from doing that. So once I got in there, the rummage sale was pretty much like every other rummage sale, except, of course, that some of their prices on stuff were absolutely out of control, and a lot of people, you could hear them mumbling as they were walking around. They're like, oh my god, look at these prices, which I expected going up there. I didn't expect to find a lot the first 5 minutes as I was walking around, because it looked kind of like, you know, there wasn't a lot of great stuff, but I did end up spending 43 bucks and found some decent things. So enough of me babbling about the horrible man outside, and I'm going to show you guys what I purchased. So first off, of course, I had to get coffee mugs. These were $1 a piece, which at a rummage sale, you guys know, is on the expensive side. They're usually 25 to like a max of 50 cents. But I was willing to pay $1, and I'd driven all the way up there. So I got this penguin mug. This is from Wachtersbach. It's hard to see the mark, but it's there. And this says Spain. A lot of them say West Germany, and then a lot of them also say Spain. So this looks like it's brand new. Should be able to make about 10, plus shipping on that. Then I was really excited to find this one, because this is a Taylor and Ning mug. I've sold a lot of these in the past. This is their pig mug. This is pig in French. And it says Taylor and Ning here on the side. If this is gonna work with me here. There we go. That says Taylor Ning 1979, and then that says Win Ning right there. And this one also looks like it's in really good shape. I thought it was in perfect condition, but unfortunately it's hard to see here because of the lighting, but there's a chip right here under the handle. But it's very inconspicuous, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem. I think I put that one up for $24.99 with free shipping, because the ones without chips were going for a little bit more than that. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any other ones up on eBay right now. Then I found a pair of these. I left the other one downstairs because it looks exactly like this one. But these are hot cocoa mugs from Lenox. Come with this little spoon. This is from their Inspirations and Illustrations line. I put these up together for I think 20 plus shipping. That's not gonna want to focus for me this morning. Come on. There we go. And then the last mug I found, this was a really good find actually. These were in the Christmas section, and I found 4 of these. This is the Rudolph mug from the Pottery Barn Reindeer Collection. They did a whole line of this pattern with different reindeers, not just Rudolph. And I think the pattern ran from 1999 till last year. They just retired it last year. So this is going to start becoming hard to find. These mugs by themselves go for consistently about 25 to 30 a piece. So I think I put mine up for 23 each plus shipping. And like I said, I have 4 of them. So that was a really good find. I was really happy to find those. I put them up for a little less just because, I want to get them out of here. And then I got these 3 little bowls. I think these were $3? Yeah, $3, which is a lot at a rummage sale. Not $3 each, $3 for the set. But got these little fish-shaped bowls. These are from Crate and Barrel. And they're all just a little bit different. I think this one's got a little flea bite chip right here. And one of the other ones has a tiny little flea bite chip on the rim. See, it's right there. But they're very, very minor. So maybe only 10 to 15 on those plus shipping. Then another thing in the Christmas section. They didn't have a large Christmas section because actually when I went on the church website, they had a list of things that you could bring and things that you couldn't bring, and one of the things that you weren't supposed to bring was seasonal items, or holiday items, which I didn't understand why, but I guess a few people did, and they just accepted them. So there wasn't a lot to pick from. But I saw this guy. This is a hand-carved wooden folk art style Santa. Don't know the artist's name. It just says RF91 on the bottom. So I put RF91 in the title, along with wooden folk art carved Santa, and then I put OOAK, which is short for one of a kind. So I think I put him up for auction at $25. See what happens. I might not sell him till, you know, close to next Christmas, but we'll see. But he was $1, so that was definitely worth buying. Then on, I think, my second or third pass through that main room where the housewares were, I found this set of plates. They're all the same. They say big mistake on them, which I thought was funny. They have a whole line, this company, of sarcastic dishes, which I thought were fantastic. If I remember to, when I'm uploading this video, I'll put the link down below. But this is by a company I've never heard of. They're called Fishs Eddy, which is actually a town, I think, in upstate New York, and they thought the name was weird, so they decided to use it as their company name. And I have no idea whose signature that is, but they still sell these plates on their website. They're like $14.99 a piece, so that's what I listed them for on eBay, you know, plus shipping. And I shouldn't have a problem selling those. These were $4 for the set. Whoops. There I go, tripping over my tripod again. Let's see. And then the other thing that I found, and this was a really good deal, was this little espresso set. This is from the Warner Brothers store, and it's Looney Tunes. So you have Taz, have Daffy, focus, there we go, and then Sylvester and Bugs on those cups, and then they all have matching saucers. Now, I've seen completed listings of these on eBay, but I've never seen a whole set. I've seen just an individual cup without a saucer go for like $13. So I put this whole set up for $50 at auction plus shipping, I believe. And I'm going to see what happens. If it doesn't sell at auction, it's going to, you know, roll it over into my store, and I'm going to keep it at that price for a while. But I only paid $2 for this whole set, which was a really good find. So that was it for the main room. I didn't get anything in the sporting goods room, and I didn't get anything in the hallway where the bikes and the artwork were, but I did venture down into the boutique room, which I'll probably start out in first next year. I will go back next year, even though that guy was atrocious, but I will go back because everybody inside was very sweet. So I went into the boutique room, and some of their prices were just off the charts, ridiculous. I don't know who was pricing things, but it was crazy. But I managed to find some perfume, which is why I'll probably hit that room first next year. This is called Squeeze Eau de Parfum by Lily Pulitzer, and it's a 3.4 ounce bottle, brand new in the box. Obviously the box isn't sealed, but it's brand new in the box, as you can see. And I'm trying to think what I put this up for. I think I put this up for $70 or $75, because some of them are going for like $80 to $90. So we'll see what happens with that. And then last but not least, you know, I'm looking and looking and looking and trying to find something else in the boutique room, because I'm thinking, I drove all the way up here, I really want to find something else. And there was a lady standing next to a jewelry display case, you know, one of those ones that has the big lid, that glass lid that opens up. And right between the edge of the case and like her Gatorade were these 3 little bottles. And I'm looking at them, and it looked like she had put them there for a reason, like she was saving them for something, or for someone, or something like that. So I figured, well, you know, it doesn't hurt to ask. So I said to her, I go, you know, are those for sale, or are you saving them for someone? She goes, oh, no, they're for sale. I think she had them there because at first I thought they were perfume, but when I got a closer look, they're actually bath oil, and I think they didn't want a lot of people touching them, because if you lift this cap off, you know, it's just open, and there would be bath oil all over the place. But I saw the label and I got really excited, because this is Jo Malone, and I sold a bottle of perfume of hers that I got in the summer. I paid, I think, maybe $3, something like that, for it, and I sold it for $100. So I was really happy about that. So when I saw her name, I got excited, and they wanted $6 a piece for these. There's an ounce in each bottle, and this one is lime, basil, and mandarin. This one's only going for about, I think, 20 to 24 with free shipping. Then there's this one, which is grapefruit, which is also going for around the same price. And she gave me a break on these too. Instead of $6 a piece, she gave me 2 for $6 and the last one for $2. So I only paid $14 for the whole set. And then this last one is, what is this? Vanilla and anise, which I hate anise. Ugh, God, I hate the smell of licorice. Anyway, this one, well, I think they're all discontinued, but this one's especially hard to find. There's one other seller on eBay that has this right now, and they want $100 for this 1 ounce bottle of bath oil, which I think is absolutely insane. But I put mine up at auction for $50 with free shipping, and I actually have a watcher on it right now, so fingers crossed. So we'll see. But not too bad for going all the way up there and having to deal with that idiot. So spent $43. Should be able to probably make close to 10 times that between the mugs and the perfume and those plates and everything else, and the espresso set. Everything is already listed. So that's that. So I don't know how many more winter rummage sales there might be. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find any when I'm down in Florida, so we'll see. But in the meantime, I will still be uploading all my other old videos, so you get to see those. And then the season should be starting again next month. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.